Welcome back to Trucking California with Vetlocks 18. Hey, we got preloaded yesterday on Mother's Day. I kind of hurt my wife's feelings a little bit by not by going to work, but by waking her up the night before to ask her if I could go to work and ruining her night of sleep and causing her all kinds of. She said when I woke her up, her stomach immediately turned in knots because she thought something terrible had happened. So after that, she couldn't fall back to sleep. So yeah, I messed up, but that's okay. You know, we had to get this preloaded. She's cool. She understands trucking. She understands running our own business. She understands the sacrifices we got to make, and she's down. She's making them every day, every week. She's making those sacrifices so that we can keep this truck rolling, keep making money. And hey, you guys are just along for the ride. I don't truck for YouTube. I just YouTube alongside trucking so that you guys can see what an owner-operator does and how I do it. And I don't include you guys in every single thing. Some things are hard to record. Like this morning when I was looking for a load in my underwear before I hopped in the shower. You guys don't want to see that. Y'all don't want to see that. So, you know, so that's it. You don't see everything. But yeah, you guys basically come along for everything else. So we got this load preloaded on Mother's Day. And now we got to roll down the road. And you know what that means, right? That means we got to roll the music. I was thinking about getting fuel at the yard, right there where I park. They got pretty cheap fuel. Well, compared, you know, obviously it's not cheap fuel. It's $5.79 for cash, $5.89 for credit. So I could have saved 10 cents per gallon because the price over here where I'm gonna get fuel is $5.89 for you know, for me. I get the cash price even though I'm on credit, so that's the one benefit to the pilot card. I'm gonna stop at the Easy Trip in Madera, and you know, that's kind of so I'm gonna be. I could have saved. You know, I'm probably gonna put, I'd say about 120 gallons. No, probably a little more than that, maybe 140. So you figure, you know, 10 cents per gallon. Could have saved about $14 to could have saved $14 to fuel at my yard, but I'd rather put it on the pilot card. It keeps track of my my IFTA for me. I accrue showers and get rewards points, so all of that kind of leads me to say that even though it's 10 cents more at the pump, you know, it's in the end I think I'm coming out better going to the Easy Trip and using my pilot card. So that's what I'm gonna do. We're just gonna truck on down that way. All right, pulling in here to the Easy Trip to get some of our $5.89 per gallon fuel. Pull in over here so that we don't have to wait for anybody to move, and we get ourselves some just under $6 per gallon fuel because it's the cheapest we can find. Come on, that's crazy, man. Let's do this. All right, we got a Reef Fuel going in. We did $965 of regular fuel. I think $45 in depth, so we're up over 1,000 for this fueling. Up over 1,100. And yeah, 165. All right. Yeah, we're at about 1,200 for this fueling. Just for one fueling, man. That's crazy. All right, let's get back on the road. We stopped at the rest area here, up on top of the grapevine. And I gotta be honest with you, I'm glad I got the long sleeve shirt on now. It's a little more chilly up here, man. A little more chilly. It's got that brisk breeze blowing. So yeah, we're on pace to get there by about, well, my GPS says 5:30, but that ain't gonna happen. It's gonna be closer to 6, and our appointment's at 6:30, so we don't got a lot of time to waste. So we're just gonna go use the facilities, hop right back in the truck, try and get through LA. It's Monday, so traffic shouldn't be too bad. Monday afternoon traffic just never as bad as it as the rest of the week. I don't know. So you guys explain it, not me. I just know it's real. I just know it's true. But anyway, all right, let's go get this bladder emptied, and then we'll get back on the road. Trucking through Gorman, and yeah, I was just thinking, hey, we'll break down the numbers on this load when we get over here to San Diego. We'll break down the numbers, and I'll talk about you know, what we did on this load for mileage and all that good stuff. Had to go pick this load up on Mother's Day. If you didn't watch the previous video, you can go watch that one. You know, I didn't expect to get the load, but I did put in a bid on Convoy, and I ended up getting the load. So so yeah, that's there. We'll break down the numbers when we get over there. And I actually booked the load. I talked to a broker right now. Actually, the broker that I held my first load ever as on my own authority. It was a power only load where I picked up their trailer and went and swapped it with another one of their company drivers, and so I'm hauling a load for them with my own trailer this time, and yeah, so should be good tomorrow. It just goes up and delivers. It picks up in Riverside and goes and delivers in Stockton. So I'm just gonna be running this California lane this week. I had thought about going out to Phoenix and going out there first, and then running back into California. I've got a senior. It's called the Junior Senior Banquet for my son's school for the graduating seniors. It's kind of like a celebration at the end of the year. They're finally graduating after 4 years of hard work, and the juniors and their families put it on for the seniors and for their families. And so I've got to be home for that on Saturday. It's a big deal. It's an important event for my son, and for his graduation, and just celebrating him and all of his accomplishments and all that. So I'm going to try and be back in Northern California on Friday or Saturday, so I can make sure I go to that. But yeah, I was going to go out to Phoenix and then run back into California, but the broker told me that it was a high value load and that they wouldn't give it to me. And I said, but I got $250,000 cargo insurance, so I mean, it can't be cargo insurance is the issue, right? And he said, oh, well, we do need extra cargo insurance, but if you got that, well, it's just that you're a one truck guy, and we don't give loads to high value loads to one truck guys. Just an internal policy. And I'm like, I've never been told that, man. Never been told that. He's like, well, you probably never called us on a high value load. I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know. But it is interesting because it's the broker that I hauled for recently, where I was kind of putting some pressure on them to give me some detention pay at a first come first serve cooler for produce, because I don't think it's right that they say, hey, you can show up anytime between this time and this time, and then you show up and then they say that the cooler just keeps you there for 6 hours to get you loaded. It's like, I don't know, man. Pushes the load to the next day and all that kind of stuff. Like I feel like there's an issue there that's not cool. But these produce coolers just say, oh, well, we're first come first serve. Well, that's all like fine and dandy, except that it's that's just your way of not paying detention, because there was lots of guys who showed up after me that got served before me. So if it was really first come first serve, then you know, I would have been out of there before those guys. But I watched a lot of guys come in and get parked, and they told me over the phone, oh yeah, your product's not ready, we're still waiting on some of the products, so it'll be a little bit. I'm like, okay, whatever, you know, pay me some detention. But they didn't want to pay me detention. So anyway, so I kind of pushed back on them a little bit to try and get some detention, and now they wouldn't give me a load going out to Phoenix because it was a high value load, and they don't give them to guys with one truck. So I don't know, man. Maybe it's true, maybe not. Maybe it's true, maybe not. Can't tell. I was gonna get over and get around this guy right here, and there was a Smokey the Bear came out from behind me and jumped in the spot I was gonna move into. So I was like, hey, okay, sorry, sir. I'm not going too fast, but I'm probably not going 55. I may or may not be going 55. All right, just to be clear, for entertainment purposes only. I gotta do things in these videos to remind people that you know, you can't trust everything you see on TV. All right, it's you know, we're just here for entertainment, man. Just here for entertainment. So if my speedometer says I'm going a certain speed, how do you know that it's not just a prop speedometer? You don't know that. There's no way for you to know that. So yeah, just saying. No CHP need to watch my videos and count how many laws I break, because who knows if I'm actually breaking these laws. This is for entertainment purposes only. I could be on a set. I could be really good at video editing and be CGIing this whole road in here. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's crazy. I don't know. All right. We'll keep on getting down the road, and I'll just catch up with you guys when we get down into LA. We'll see how bad the traffic is when we go through there. All right, we've been in some traffic for a little bit, and you know, it's pretty slow going right now. We just got through LA, like right there where the 60 splits off and the 10 West splits off, all of that good stuff. And now we're coming down here to where the 710 is, which is why I made that pretty aggressive lane change out of that right lane, because the 710 is going to take that right lane if I remember right. I like to follow other trucks in traffic because I do forget sometimes some of these roads, especially down here in LA. I forget exactly which lanes go which direction, and there's a lot of interchanges. There's a lot of lanes that end, lanes that merge on, lanes that take you different directions. There's just a lot. So typically I try to find a truck and tuck in behind them, because they'll alert me to certain times where it's good to be in another lane. Like, you know, if a highway is going to be splitting off up ahead, they'll want to be one lane over so that it you know, it doesn't slow down as much. I don't know, there's just lots of things like that. And in this case, I'm trying to get out of that right lane because I'm pretty sure that the 710 grabs it. Come on over. Go ahead. Go ahead. Not like they can hear me. I just, you know. Oh, they gave me the little bloop, bloop, four-way thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. But anyway, so a lot of times I try and follow other trucks because they run these roads more often than I do, and so it takes a while of running down here in LA to learn it. A lot of cities you can learn the lane changes, the lane. I mean, I've been running out to Vegas a lot. I could run out there, but that's super easy. I mean, the lanes, I don't know, it's just a lot different. LA is just a different animal, man. LA is notorious for its traffic, for its freeway systems. So it's I always try and follow someone else through there because it's just a little bit hectic trying to get through here.
But anyway, right now our ETA is 6:02 p.m. So 6:02 p.m. would put us a half hour early for our appointment, but I have a feeling that there could be some more delay going on. We may end up losing more of that time. It may end up closer to 6:15 or so by the time we get down there. So there's going to be traffic in San Diego too. So that's the story behind going down. I should have left earlier this morning. I should have, but I didn't for a number of reasons. Looking for a load before I left. Looking for a backhaul. Trying to be on the load board at the time when kind of all the loads get posted, so that I can kind of figure out what I want to do, how I want to do it. Kind of wasted some time doing that, and then I was like, oh yeah, I used all my clothes last week on that 7 days out, so I don't have any clean clothes. So I gotta grab all of my laundry, not just like a backpack full, but I gotta do like a full on set of clothes for like the whole week again. A lot of times I'll have leftovers in the truck, so I just bring like a couple changes of this, couple changes of that, and everything's good. But this time I needed to bring pack for another week, basically, just in case. I never know where I'm going to end up going. So anyway, so yeah, I ended up leaving the house a little later than I wanted to. So it's all good. We'll just keep on getting down the road and hopefully make it on time to our appointment. And yeah, we'll see what happens. All right, we got through Santa Ana and Tustin, a little bit of slowdowns through Orange County, but man, now we're pretty much home free. We're gonna have to go through San Diego at 6 o'clock, so that might be a little iffy. But here we are, San Diego County, and I figured I'd turn on the camera because we got Big Blue right there. Got the big old Pacific Ocean. It's the one thing I mean, besides the people, obviously, friends and family, the one thing I'm gonna miss is the weather and just being close to the ocean. I mean, the ocean is what gives this area the weather it has, right? So I mean, it's kind of, to me, it's all the same. That coastal air, the fresh breeze that comes in, the marine layer that kind of keeps everything insulated and from getting too hot or too cold. It's a pretty awesome place. If you could live on the coast, I would recommend it. You live where I live, out in the valley, it's a whole different world. It's a whole different California than what the coastal people know of California. Coastal California is much different, much different. So I grew up in a coastal town, but it was a small town. It was a little farming town. It didn't used to be expensive to live there, but now it is. So but that's if I could choose the weather from anywhere, it'd be right here down in San Diego, anywhere between San Diego and San Luis Obispo. That stretch of California coast, I could live with it year round. It's a pretty amazing place, but Tennessee will be a shock to the system for sure, and we'll adjust to it. Not really worried about it. Miles and I went out there and had 85 degrees and 80% humidity, and they said most of the summer had been like that. The hotter days got a little bit over 90 with humidity. Adds to it, obviously. It gets pretty warm, gets to feeling pretty sticky. But I mean, when me and Miles were there, yeah, it was humid, but we had come out of the Central California, the valley heat, where it had been, stretches. Well, let's just say when it gets down under 95, you feel like you're getting a break from the heat in the Central Valley. So we were happy to get 84 degrees and 84 degrees and humid. It felt good, man, out in Tennessee. So hopefully we'll like it. Hopefully the whole family will enjoy it, and it won't be anything like the coastal weather in California. But then again, we don't live on the coast anymore anyway. So I'll always have my fond memories of the ocean and the Pacific Ocean, but those days are done. On to Tennessee, mountains and rivers, lakes, catfishing, noodling, all that good stuff. All right, let's get by this scale and then we'll get down to San Diego. Kind of slowing down a little bit as we get right here to downtown San Diego, and yeah, it says we're going to be there at 6:17, so we'll be on time. We'll be on time, but it's a little closer than I would like it, but we'll be on time. And yeah, right back there's like a decision to make. You can take the 805 and kind of go like the inland route up or down. Down along the inland route to the border, or you can go 5. Ooh, look at that plane landed right over the freeway. Woo! What's up, Southwest? Anyway, so I chose the I-5 route. The other route is like 3 less miles, more of a direct shot, but there was way more traffic on it. So I rolled the dice and I went this way, and I think I made a good decision. Because like I said, it's 6:17 arrival time for a 6:30 appointment. I don't like cutting it that close. I like to be early, but I would have had to leave, an hour earlier this morning, or at least half hour earlier, for me not to feel the stress of getting over here. So as it is now, we should be good to go, and we'll just get over there. We got about 15 minutes more driving, and then we'll be there. Pulling up to the street right here, but you see that red fence right there? That's the border. There used to be a crossing if you went straight through right here, some sort of a crossing to get in, but looks like that's been blocked off for a while. But there's a highway that runs right on the other side of that thing, so you want to try and find a weak spot in that fence and go down to Mexico. You gotta immediately play Frogger to get across that highway. Pretty dangerous, but we're here. We just gotta pull around the building and pull it in. All right, this is different. Everyone's lined up right here. I'm gonna ask this guy. Hey, how come everyone's lined up? How come you guys are all lined up like this?
I'm waiting for a door.
Oh shoot, it's like that? It's busy?
Yeah, pretty full over there.
So I'll just pull up and check in, probably drive back around and come back in line, huh?
Yeah.
Alright, thanks bro. Yeah, he said it's a busy night, so we may not get out of here as quickly as I'd like to. Normally you pull up, there's usually no trucks here. You just pull up over here, you check in, they assign you a door, and then you back right into it. That's usually how it goes. But tonight doesn't seem like that's what's gonna happen. Yeah, they seem pretty full. So, all right, we'll go check in and see what's happening. All right, so they said go park out on the street. We'll call you when you get a door. So that line of trucks over there, that guy was telling me the truth. Around the back side of that building, he said they're all just over there waiting for doors. So guess I'll wait my turn and we'll see how long this takes. All right, well, while we wait, we'll break down the numbers on this load. This was that convoy load. If you missed the video, I bid $19.99, $2,000 for this load from Tracy. It picked up on Sunday morning, Mother's Day, and then delivered tonight, Monday night. There was another load that picked up the same morning but delivered Monday morning, this morning. So it delivered like 12 hours earlier, which obviously was you know, more enticing, because then you can get another load on the truck for Monday, and you know, then you're making money, and it's worth, you know, going to work on Sunday morning and messing up Mother's Day like I did, because you're getting an extra load for the week. But I'm not going to do that because I ended up with this load. Now, I bid on both of them. I actually bid higher on this one, $2,000, $19.99. I bid lower on the one, and they gave me this one first, and then they actually awarded me that one later on, but I'd already agreed to this one, so I couldn't accept it. But anyway, so $2,000. After all the miles are said and done, it was 536 miles to drive up to Tracy, to get loaded on Sunday morning, drive it back to my yard, park it, and then finish the drive down to the delivery today. And we're sitting here right out front at 536 miles. So came out to $3.73 a mile. $3.73 per mile, which is not bad. It's something like $4.20 per loaded mile. So way better than everything else on the load board. If you want to, you know, take a bet on that, you can go watch my previous video where I showed you guys what the load board looked like on Sunday and Monday loads. We're not talking $4 a mile freight, man. We're not. It's not there. And actually, I'm getting paid less to go back north tomorrow when I pick up my load tomorrow. So kind of a weird scenario we got, where I'm getting paid more to come south than I am to go north. But I think it's because it had that Sunday morning pickup. Guys didn't want to go to work and get in trouble on Mother's Day. I should have heeded their advice, but you know, whatever. My wife didn't even give me that hard of a time. I just felt really bad. So I'm the one who keeps bringing it up. She didn't make me feel bad at all. I just felt bad because there was one thing she asked me to do. One thing, and I messed it up. But anyway, if you didn't watch that video, go watch it, whatever. I don't know why I keep referring to that video. I think it's because it's just, that's where this load started. So if you don't know about that video, then this load's like, you know, weird. You caught me in the middle of a load, man. But anyway, so we're gonna wait for this phone call. We'll see how long this takes. $3.73 all miles, and then we'll deadhead up to Riverside either tonight or in the morning, and we'll get loaded for a load going north, and we'll be back in my neck of the woods. I don't know if I'm gonna go home or not, but I'll be back up that direction tomorrow, and then we'll see about a load for Wednesday, and we'll see if we can keep this thing trucking all week. Let's see how long this takes. All right, these guys finally gave me a door. It's been 3 hours. It's 9:30. So we're gonna add some detention on to this one. It's a convoy load, so convoy always comes through on the detention. They don't fight you on it at all. It just adds automatically onto your payment. They pay next day, so here we go. Snip these things, open the doors, and back in. All right, it's 11 o'clock at night, and man, finally got unloaded and finished this load up. And well, we got a little bit of detention on top of it, so we ended up at $2,100. So we got $101 of detention. I don't know, somehow, some way they added $101 on. I don't know how they computed that. I'll have to look at it later, but I saw the total already went up to $2,100. And well, if I was a thief, I could say that I'm still waiting, because the GPS thinks I'm still at the delivery, because this is where I'm going to sleep. I'm going to sleep right outside, and well, that's dumb.
don't be a thief. Don't steal. 2100 gets us up to 391 per mile for this load, so not bad, not bad. I'll take it. And you know, gets us I'm a little behind now because I wanted to get up to Riverside tonight. I honestly thought I'd be out of here by about 8 o'clock, and I'd get up to Riverside by about 10 o'clock, and then I'd be able to just crash out over there for 10 hours and then make it to my 8 a.m. appointment. Boom, loaded. But that didn't work out. So what we're doing now is we're gonna hit the sack here, right now, and I'm gonna wake up butt early, and we're gonna get up the road. Probably leave here at 5 in the morning just to give ourselves some extra time because we don't want to get caught in some morning traffic and be late. So they did tell me I couldn't be 1 minute late. Very strict appointment at 8 a.m. to get loaded. So that's what we're gonna do. That's what we got to look forward to. But that's not till the next video, man. So you're gonna have to tune in for that one. For now, I'm tired. It's time for me to go to bed, get some memes, go night night, and man, I'll see you guys on the next load. All right, love you guys. Peace out. See you on the next load. I should have recorded like this way. That way, all the lights on my face. Look at it. I can do it. This looks cool. I can do it like this. Trucking California with Velox 18. I don't know. Good night now.